Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanu Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
He is a celebrity after all.
He's a traveling salesman or something. Those suitcases could just contain the products he's selling.
Very doubtful. I've been hearing a lot of strange noises coming from his apartment. He's pacing around at night, and I'm pretty sure he's doing other things in the building. At least he's only here for a few days.
Maybe he's an addict. Like that guy last year. Remember him? The state of his room after they kicked him out was just terrible.
I don't know what he is, but I'm sure he's up to no good. You know, at one point, I'm pretty sure I saw him handling what looked like some sort of weapon in there. I told the landlord, but he doesn't care as long as the bills are paid. I can't wait for him to leave.
47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into. 47. It looks like someone living in the chawl is using this room as a base of operations of some sort.
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering what he's up to.
Just sitting up there in the tower. Maybe he's a photographer or something. The light is quite beautiful up there.
Well, I suppose that might be. He did have a large bag. Come to think of it, there was one of those, what do you call them? Tripods, huh? You know, for cameras and things like that.
See, it's nothing. You always worry so much. He's just a photographer taking pictures of the construction site.
Can't adjust the scope right. I'll never make the shot.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Damn it. If I don't get this viewfinder working, I will miss the shot for sure.
A local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local chawl. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Dawood Rangan, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist him. Good thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow.
I'll never get that. Just horrible viewfinder.
Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
I don't care what down is. Jeez. I just need to see this.
I don't think
true soul. His experience and love you know, it is stale or something. If this was a restaurant, shut down, but
Dawood Rangan has leased an industrial-strength fan, normally used for clearing smoke from construction tunnels. That's a beast of a machine, 47. The crew have put some sort of limiter on the fan output, but maybe you could make a few changes.
Bloody hell are you all doing down there? This is the final day of shooting, and you look like you're all on coffee break. Come, chalo, get moving. Hurry, I cannot believe I have to tell you this.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. I wish there was some way out of this mess. Maybe if I fake my own death. Just for a decade or so. Get a new identity. Start over with a new style of painting. Wait, what? Is that? That wasn't there before, was it? It looks perfect. Guess there's no more excuses left.
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
Finally ready, are you? Good. Come with me to the lab. Beautiful. Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai. If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
Yes, I'll certainly do my best.
All right. Chalo, let's get this done. I expect these to be the final brush strokes, Mr. Hussain. You know, this painting is sure to bring you a lot of future work. Once the word gets out, and my art appreciates initiating, friend. See it? Your phone will be ringing off the hook. Guaranteed.
Very kind of you, Mr. Rangan. I certainly won't say no to more work.
See, that's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay you for the commission. Dekho, Baba, I'm not stingy. Not at all. But if I'm already paying you so much in exposure, well, let's not overdo it. You know?
Yes, I understand perfectly. I mean, sure, money would be nice too. You know, to cover things like food and rent.
Trust me, Hussain. Exposure can be worth more than just money, yaar. In this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait. When you're done with this job, the contracts will just be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful.
That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is. The Kashmirian is moving to an apartment in the chawl. It's facing the laundry area. I suggest we find out what he's up to, 47.
She's bright, funny, and she kicks ass.
Come on out,
47. It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here.
It will all be over quickly.
So, the Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
Come on, Shah. Go to your...
The rent is relatively cheap.
The new foreman looks to be a dedicated worker.
He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no, that's not it. I was up there in the office when he came in. One of the guards told him that the slum queen wanted to talk to him. The guy turned all grey and started stammering.
Wait, he didn't know she had taken over the business?
I don't think so. The guard also told him what happened to the previous foreman. I'm pretty sure that's why he's not coming out.
So he's waiting for nightfall so he can slip out.
Probably. Sadly for him, we work day and night there. He's never.
Not alive, anyway. I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Pata nahi yaar. He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him on the bridge and talk about how to make you lazy workers do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling lazy? I work 15 hours every day.
Haan, pata hai. Just relaying the words of Miss Shah. I think she's hoping this new guy will be liberal with his belt. If you know what I mean.
Great.
Vanya Shah is eager to meet the new foreman of the Mumbai laundry business. However, the foreman has taken refuge in his office, unwilling to meet with her at this time. You might be able to use this to your advantage, 47.
Do you know what we should do in this legend? But I don't want to make a mistake. You know what? I asked the last about the doctor.
I don't think we'll have more luck with this new foreman. Miss Shah wants to meet him up here. He hasn't even left his office yet.
Maybe he's busy making plans.
No. I think I accidentally scared him by telling him what you did to the guy who had the job before him.
Why don't you write it down? Can't be John around for a day.
Alright, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
Alright, how about the work? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
I see.
Thank you. Oh. Fixing. What the hell am I talking to myself now? That's enough from you.
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge.
The way she suddenly moved in and took over the laundry.
Looking
No,
good.
no. Don't just stand there. This isn't going to wash itself.
My arms are so tired.
Chal, get a move on. You're not on a break. Bye.
Main character is a small boy who was a bright-haired lawyer running errands for his father. One day he came along with a letter.
Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon.
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even two.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do
Okay,
you have
mind
to
yourself.
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure Vanya Shah out into the open. Anything could happen here.
I see a lot of dead weight.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the task you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process.
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
What the hell?
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? The Kashmirian is on the move again. It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the maelstrom. 47, the Kashmirian is on the move again. He looks to be leaving his apartment, possibly the trawl itself. I suggest following him to see where this will end.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan and Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me when to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Where is he? I need a shave.
Hi there, friend.
I cannot believe Dawood Rangan donated that TV to the people of the slums. And you see that slum was
Alright. This is it. The crow's nest. Do or die, Karen. Live up to the legend. Die trying.
I'm sure you need proper training to do this.
What a waste of my time. Could have been writing poetry. There we are.
My brother told me the story about the Wall Street earlier.
Have you heard of HITMAN, the movie actor?
No. When?
Sure.
The dragons. They had kidnapped him.
Come on, let's see what you have in your pockets today. Not exactly enjoying this either, so just stay still and we'll be done soon. Right then, off you go.
So, you're the one who called. The boss was intrigued. He'll see you. Better make it good.
I'll do my very best.
Come with me.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
You've got some balls, man. Killing two of the city's most ruthless people as a job interview. That's something else.
The powder's in his room. And all we do is grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces.
All right, it's just in here. Good luck.
This will be over in no time. All good, brother. On your way now.
Time to face the dragon, 47.
The mysterious stranger enters the lion's den. I guess you know who I am by now. The Maelstrom. Indeed. Two of my most trusted allies are dead. Childhood friends, lifelong companions. And now you're here. I always see my contracts through to the end. Admirable. Really, it is. I'm assuming Vanya put out the initial contract that drew you here. She never did like Dawood. Perhaps power play while our plans are in hiatus? But why kill her then? Unless Dawood made a counteroffer. That would be the smart move. But then you heard the rumors about the return of the Maelstrom. And so you took a chance. You figured if Dawood was assassinated, I would put two and two together. Eventually, I would have to teach the Slum Queen a lesson. You took it upon yourself to help me before I asked. A show of skill. A move to get to the top. Is that right, boy? You can only kill so many mobsters before wanting bigger challenges. Dawood and Vanya lost their way once they returned here to Mumbai. I blame myself for their failures. I should not have let them go back without me. They got lost in their egotistical pursuits. Dawood thinking he could usurp my legend through his movies. Vanya assuming some mythological regency over the people of the slums. They forgot that which mattered the most. What was that? Legacy. In time, you become your actions. Vanya became cruel. Dawood became a hollow man. I wonder what we will become. What shape we will take in our final days. Exposed and roar in the eyes of the universe. We can't stay unseen forever. Death comes for us all, my friend. That it does.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
You there?
My job interview is in an hour.
My God, I cannot wait to see that new Rangan movie. One of them was killed in a traffic accident.
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function. But we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shadow client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.